Right, welcome back to the channel. We are in Fort William. We've unfortunately got some bad luck and the gondola has closed due to high winds. We are currently right now on Blue Dune. We've decided to push up and honestly just try and make the most of the day that we've got. It's actually really nice weather, but this sucks for sure. I've only brought the downhill bike, so my enduro bike is not ready yet. So we're just waiting on that getting built up. We might push up the downhill track and get some other stuff there and just get some riding in, but we'll see how it goes. Strap yourselves in. Before we get into the video, as always, give her a like. I'm here actually with Alec on the Evil and Jambo on the Marin. They'll keep us entertained. Bottom of Blue Dune. This bit actually seems pretty fun. Woo! Whoa! Oh my god! There's like no support in these corners. Oh, we're going for the jump. Couple corners. Oh, a bit blind on that. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, pretty terrible. That's a fun bit. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's a bit disappointing. The berms are terrible.
That was shit.
That's fun. Oh, that's fun. We decided to push all the way up to the famous gnarly Fort William rock garden, and we're gonna just have a session on it and really just dissect it, try and find the best line and talk a little bit about how you ride this stuff. Smoother, better, is it better to rush it, go fast, is it better to slow down, be more calculated? When you come to stuff like this, you can apply the same sort of principles, and we're going to try and find good lines that don't work, lines that work, see how it goes. It looks really gnarly. We're in the middle of it at the moment. We've got this down. I think the camera actually does it justice on how rocky it really is. There's like rocks paved the whole way. Like, there's not many rock gardens that you see on tracks that are this long. I think rock gardens can be like really short, over in like a couple seconds, but this is like really, really rough. Luckily, I'm on the downhill bike. There's a lot that can catch you out. Compressions. Oh. Especially that bit right there. There's not a place to take a break at all. I'd say it's one of the gnarliest rock gardens going on the World Cup circuit. Right, so first run is literally just us scoping out, seeing how it feels. It's not a rock garden you really want to get carried away on, especially first run, so. Alright lad?
Yeah buddy.
Just cruise in. Right, we're just cruising in. First run. I think it's pretty gnarly even just going slow. Whoa. Oh, it's not. It's not easy, is it?
No.
I can imagine, like, I was just saying there, speed could almost be your friend at the top.
I think you're right.
Because it's quite like that. But if you're like, what, like, see this hole?
Yeah.
We were in here, but see if you were like here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you want to be as light as you can as well, like let the bike on rough stuff like this. On rough stuff you don't want to really push into it, I feel. You want to be light and allow the bike to do what it wants. So what I'm going to do is do the main line that I feel like most people would take. That includes less faff, if that makes sense, and also it's a little bit longer, so you're going, you're making the track longer by doing like a bigger detour. But I'm just curious to know whether or not that staying a consistent speed rather than stalling and setting up to get like an inside and to shorten the track up is faster or not. I'm not sure, so we'll give it a shot. Whoa! was pretty full on actually. I felt a more consistent speed though through it doing that line.
Yeah.
I feel like slowing up's going to be difficult, but
Actually quite liked following you then, because I knew that I could have the speed that you were.
yeah, following
Get
people.
away with it.
I feel like following someone that's like slightly better than you, or like capability or speed wise.
Well, in your case, a lot better.
You learn and pick up because you see them do something, and it's like easier when you see someone do it.
Yeah.
Following trend.
Yeah.
What I'm going to try now is I'm going to come in, slow down, try and get a better entrance into the inside, so I'm set up better for the next straight, and we'll see how that turns out. Another update as well. Obviously, I'm on the Airdrop. This is the first proper time I've rode it on a downhill track. I went to Royal Hills on it, and I did a post on Instagram saying how amazing the bike was for the value of money, and I would have loved to test it properly on the full track, but we're basically testing it today, and I don't have a ton to say about it other than exactly what I've said already. Great value for money, it's tough, it's durable. It is supposed to have a 27.5 wheel in the front, which I think would change the ride characteristics of the bike a little bit. Feels a bit too slack and a bit too big with a 29 on the front, but other than that, proper downhill machine, 200mm front and rear, and it's like I've rode this rock garden on a 130, 150 enduro bike, I've rode it on a 170 enduro bike, and like cruising through it on this just feels like a piece of cake. So it's quite nice to be able to have that, to be honest. Probably quite a handful in that, eh?
Yeah.
Right, in light on the brakes. Again, light on the bike through here. Got that, definitely got that better. Went up wide, drop. And then here I want to set up. Oh my god, it's terrible. That is terrible. So this is what I mean when I'm saying about faff and setting up. It gave me a better line on the exit, I think, and I was able to carry more speed out. But getting to it, there's no support, it's awkward. I set up, I stalled, wasn't ideal. Quite tempted to give it a go again just to rule that line out and kind of maybe prove that more faff in setting up and being fancy is not always the way. So you got to pick and choose like where that applies, where to be fancy, where to be, you know, picking your lines that are kind of a little bit different. Sometimes A to B, like getting from A to B the quickest, it's just the main line. Main line is like straight over that rock, around, no support. But see how far out that is? You'd have to get that smooth to go back up. But here I came up next to the roots, inside. And then once I got to like here, I felt like I could pump and carry the speed. It's a little bit tight at the exit. Another thing too that Alex just raised a point about looking ahead. So I feel like I look like a couple bike lengths in front of my rear wheel, front of my front wheel, not my rear wheel. A lot of people look really far ahead, but I like to be able to like trace the ground in front of me, not so far ahead so I know what's coming rather than like looking way up ahead. So I think head up, you know, maybe 2 or 3 bike lengths in front of you, I feel like is the right thing that you want to be trying. And then, like I said, when we were coming to the rock garden, I was deliberately being light on my bike. Like I wasn't pushing, I wasn't pumping through any of the holes. I was trying to let it like skip across, because you want the bike and the suspension to like actively work over all this stuff, especially on a rock garden that's this length. It is honestly a rock garden the whole way, pretty much. I know not everybody is a racer, not everyone's a World Cup racer and everything, but I think it's interesting how what Alex just said is by the time the racers get to this wood section causes the most chaos for everyone. Like people are tired, they lose all posture, they lose everything goes out the window. So I think like line choice in a section like this is so important. But that's the thing too, when you're doing a tricky line like this, the chances of getting it perfect are like way slimmer than if you're just doing the main line. You can probably do the main line, you could do the main line 5 times and get it 5 times out of 5 good. Inside you maybe get it like 1 or 2 times out of 5 good, right? So picking your battles and picking your lines is tough. Right, so what I'm going to do this time is follow Alec in. Same speed, we'll be going the same speed, so I'm not going to be like going any faster than him. I'll be behind him, and I'm going to do the long way and he's going to do the inside and I'm just want to see, you know, how far out. You'll see on the footage, he'll be holding the inside and I'll be way down low fighting, and he'll already be focusing on the next straight, I feel like. So yes, lad, he's going outside. Oh my god, I'm going wide. See what I mean? He gapped me there.
Didn't get it the nicest.
Ah, but you, honestly, mate, you pulled away. So yeah, following that run there, you could visibly see what I was kind of going on about. The inside allows you to straighten up and focus on the next straight sooner than if you're going out wide and faffing like I am. So far, I'm not too sure what is the fastest out of the both. So I've done a decent run on the outside mainline, a decent run on the inside. I don't know what I feel more comfortable on yet. I think they're actually quite both awkward, if I'm honest.
Yeah, they are.
But there's no denying that the inside sets you up better for this exit, which is pretty important. But it's just interesting to section and find out kind of what is worth it, and you know, what's faster, what's slower. So yeah, go back up, do another run. Just working on that, maximising the suspension and using the bike to its full potential. Trying to be confident on the rocks at the start, just do. It's all a confidence thing, so. So we're on another part of the World Cup track. Gonna come in here, round. There's a decent sized pre-hop right there instead of single, and the second part bucking you into the berm. Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. That's the second time he's done that. My heart was in my mouth there. And wait, we're done. Sorry for putting everyone through watching that, honestly. No, you're not. You can't do that again. So after watching him do that, he's riding with clip-in pedals, and I feel like a habit for a lot of people is to pull with their feet, which is really not honestly what you want to do. You end up like pulling out with your feet, and you're already going down like that. Your front's going to be low, your rear's going to be high, and it's just not a good recipe. He could have hurt himself badly there, and he wants to do it again. So hopefully he doesn't pull as much with the feet and just pulls with the bars. Just little light pull with the front of the bars to get over it, and the speed that you're going will carry you over that gap. So we'll see how he gets on. Fingers crossed. Right, actually getting a decent run in this time, so I'll be able to link everything together and put the downhill bike to the test. Woo. Oh, that's a big hole. Nice to open up stuff on the airdrop a bit. Also, oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh my god. We're going for it. Ute. Oh shit. These are a bit too windy. Haha! So we're back from Fort William. It was a really short trip and a little bit unfortunate, but I felt like I squeezed out as much as I could from what we had available to us, and with the top of the mountain being closed off, it was difficult to really get any sort of riding in other than the riding we got in. I felt like it was a cool idea to talk about line selection and how I'd go through all that process, especially on such a difficult section like that. And then we got in a little bit of footage for the rest of the track as well. The jumps at the bottom were a bit sketchy in the wind, so yeah, not what we really wanted, but I felt like I salvaged the best I could and what I could get out of the trip. I got out of it. So make sure you drop a like on the video, help support the channel, and let me know in the comments what else you would like to see. I know I did a little bit of like how-to tutorial, sort of line choice video. Let me know what you'd like to see in the future. And yeah, having a good time. The airdrop was great. Absolutely mashed through the rough stuff, and it was good to kind of feel more comfortable on a full downhill bike rather than every time I've went back to Fort William I've been on an enduro bike. So nice to switch it up, but I hope you enjoyed this one. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a beat for the next videos coming. Bike build video is this week, brand new enduro bike, so stay tuned for that. Well stoked and excited on it. Peace out, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.